What's going on, YouTube? Another Warframe video for you today. And today we're going to be talking about my personal favorite Warframe in this game, Harrow, and one weapon that I've found to suit and synergize with this Warframe. Probably the best synergy I've found as far as Warframe and weapon so far in this game. This might be common knowledge, but really I don't give a damn because I'm happy to have found it, and I just want to share this with you. If you're a fellow Harrow main, shout outs to you. I love him because I have to constantly think, I have to constantly pay attention to my energy, pay attention to my fire rate buff, my healing buff, my energy building buff, and things like that. I just love how much of my mind that Harrow takes to play. So real quick, what we're going to be talking about today is the Rakta Dark Dagger. Now this can be found in the Red Veil. This is exclusive to the Red Veil Syndicate. So if you're not part of this, it's okay. You can still buy these weapons on the marketplace or in trade chat. It won't be very much, maybe 20, 25 platinum. It just depends on who you run into and what they're willing to sacrifice for this. Now if we look into this, there is one stat that you know, it kind of, no matter who you use, is going to help them. And that's reduced visibility when held. So that doesn't mean that you go invisible like Ivara or something like that, or Loki. However, the enemy can't see you past about 10 meters, I think it is. So it's a very close range. So they can still see you if you walk right in front of them. But if you're down the other end of the hallway or something like that, they won't be able to see you. The best thing about this though is where it says, strike with confidence, hits to irradiated targets, restores shields, and creates overshields. Now that sounds very much like Harrow's chains, where we toss the chains and we whip up about 15 different enemies and our shields are full. The best thing about this is the weapon comes with radiation damage as base. And it's not very much, but it's a good base stat to have because you can build on top of this and get really good damage. And not to mention the status chance is 30%. Now what we want to do is make that status chance as guaranteed as possible, so that when we strike, we are building shields. So if you're out of energy, if you've run into a purple ancient and he's drained your energy all the way down to 0, or a corpus shield bubble has dropped from above you, they jump off a ledge and they land on top of you. Now all your numbers are reset to 0 and you don't have any energy or not enough to throw chains. This is something you have to fall back on to build those shields up, even if you don't have the energy to toss the chains. Now if we look into the Dark Dagger, some of the stats, these are the two loadouts that I use, and I'm still bouncing in between either one of them because there is a difference. One has more overall damage and a little less status chance, and the other has a guaranteed status chance with a little bit less damage. Between these two loadouts, the only thing that's different is in the first one that has more overall damage is plus 90% puncture to armor, and the other one I put drifting contact for the little bit of added status chance to put it over at 108%. So this one that we're looking at here, 96% chance of status. So out of 100 strikes, 4 of those are not going to status. That's still pretty good odds. I mean, especially if you're using this in just a group of people, you're really not going to notice a difference because out of those 4 hits, you're throwing 96 other ones that are going to status. You're going to get that radiation damage. You are going to build shields, and that's really the purpose of this entire thing. It's not, the dagger can do some damage, but it's not really, you're not really looking to do a ton of damage. What you want is to build your shields up and have that thing to fall back on when you don't have any energy to build those shields with the chains. So that's why I say, you know, it's kind of a mixture between these two. Sundering Strike adds that 300 extra damage that this Drifting Contact added status chance loadout. It loses about 300 overall damage, but the status chance is guaranteed. And it's not, you know, like you look at this and you can figure out which one you might want to use more, or maybe you can figure out a way to increase both of those. Just let me know in the comments if you found something a little bit better that I'm not looking at. You know, the chains do help in stopping the enemies and getting some of those headshots and working up that energy really fast. This is just, in a pinch, a really good thing to have in the back pocket. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, if it helped. If not, drop the thumbs down, that's fine too. I'm gonna hop off here, jump back into the star chart. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll catch y'all in the next one.